It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, have a happy birthday. Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you. I challenge you not to be happy when you hear that tune, man. How do you not do a little jazz hands, a little bit of a click? It's that time of the day where we get to wish you a very happy birthday, and I really do hope that it's your special day today. But we also love to find out who you're sharing your birthday with, and today it's quite a famous face. You'll definitely know her. Maybe you don't know her actual name, Ellen Pompeo. She turns 51.
Wow.
That's a surprise to me.
Stunning.
She is absolutely gorgeous, but she happens to be one of the world's highest paid actors. That's since 2017. But she is, of course, best known for her role as Meredith Grey in Grey's Anatomy. Recently, she has hinted, though, that she could be leaving Grey's Anatomy soon. So will it just become Anatomy? What would it be called?
I hope not.
But it might be the end of the TV series if she does usher herself out. But it's had a good run, man. It's been, I think, loved by many. We'll have to see what happens there. But happy birthday, Ellen, wherever you are in the world.
Oh yeah, well, you know what, we had the famous person, and now you are the one we actually want to wish.
Yeah.
And I have a very special wish for Boy Kanyo, and it says, I would like to wish you a happy birthday, and that's to you, Boy Kanwe Modisa. Enjoy your day and take a listen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kayo. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Happy birthday, Kayo.
It's like he's trying not to wake up a baby in the house. Happy birthday. Beautiful stuff, man. Happy birthday, Boy Kanyo.
Early in the morning, so
That's
that's
ease into it.
how you want to wake up. This is quite sweet. Juanita wants to wish herself a happy birthday. So happy birthday to myself, and may the Lord bless me always. Here is something special from someone special.
Good morning, Expresso people. I'm Juanita Swartz. My birthday today, and I guess I'm going to sing to myself. So, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. I'm 47 today, and I have a lot of gray, but it's okay. So it's my birthday. Thank you.
You own it, girl.
Stunning.
You own that grey, baby.
Love
You
it.
own it, man. Happy birthday.
Now we have more beautiful birthday videos. This one goes out to Nonita Witboy. Here is a special message to a special person. Happy birthday, Nonita.
Gelukkige 50 verjaarsdag, my vriendin, Nonita Witboy. Mag God jou vele jare uitspaar. Mag jy 'n wonderlike dag hê by die werk. Mag almal vir jou bederf. Want dit is jou dag wat God vir jou gegee het. Wees die mooi vrou wat jy is vir my en vir die res van die ander dames. Hierdie boodskap kom uit die diepte van my hart, van my af, van my familie by die huis en van die Elsies groep op Facebook. Mwah, op jou mond.
Up your mouth. The whole else has got your back, sister. I love that. Thanks for the subtitles.
That was a beautiful, beautiful birthday message. Now this one reads, happy birthday to an incredibly special person. God bless you, Elridge Brink, on this day of yours, from your wife and kids. Love you lots. Happy birthday.
I love the Springbok get up there. And then one last very special birthday to squeeze in. We, the Valentine family, would love to wish our princess a beautiful birthday. Our baby girl, Chandray, is turning 15 today. No longer a baby, a big girl now. Wishing you everything of the best today and always. Love you so much, and that's coming to you from your dad, very proud dad, Andre, your mom, Rosalind, and your sister, Robin Lee Valentine, and of course, your uncle, Lucy Poo, is also sending you loads of love, or your cousin at least, Lucian, is sending you mad love from the whole Expresso family. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And we also want to wish Puleng a happy birthday. That is from your Expresso family. And here's a message that says, I'd like to say happy birthday to myself. I'm turning 21. I'm Mpuleng and I'm from Soweto, Orlando. Well, happy 21st birthday to you. That is a milestone birthday.
Yeah, man, that's a turning point. So hopefully you are feeling very special today if it is indeed your birthday. And we'd love to get a video. Sing to yourself. Sing happy birthday to someone that you love. You can WhatsApp that video to 071 640 6551. And who knows, we might even be giving you a call live on the show to wish you a very happy birthday. Yes. That's a giant hat.
Get your 100% goodness with Crush. Scratch and stand the chance to win hundreds of goodness prizes for 100 days with hashtag Crush100.
Made with love by Clover.
Yeah, welcome back. Of course, you're still locked in. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And did you know that there are, in fact, etiquette guidelines around wearing your mask while exercising? Now, up next, we're giving you a few tips. But first, let's announce our daily Crush 100% goodness winner who is walking away with a fitness watch this morning. I'm so excited.
I know. I feel like we should hype it up. Can we get a drum roll, please, everybody? Congratulations to Toko Msida. You have just won yourself a fitness watch to keep you moving and keep you motivated. I think it's time to get your picture on the leaderboard over here. So Toko, this is you going on there, girl, with the new fitness watch and everything. Coming to, I mean, you already don't even need you need the fitness watch because your weight is snatched over there. But congratulations to you. I love that.
Absolutely love it. Now, Jamie, of course, we're talking about tips with and the etiquette around masks.
Yes.
And it's something that's become quite debatable, but I think we can give everybody a little bit of an insight into what is the right thing to actually do. So, tip number one for everybody out at home, always wear a mask while doing exercise in a public place or a space, right?
Yes, you just feel so much more comfortable if you're able to do so. And even when you're not doing non-strenuous exercises like walking or just running around the block, keep your nose and mouth covered with your mask at all times.
100%. I see guys just wearing the chin nappy, and what's the point? Right, so when you do exercise, strenuous exercise like running, etc., you can lower your mask, but it's safe and responsible practice to pull it back up and cover your mouth and nose when somebody approaches after you lower it again, and then you can pass. So literally while you're running, you see someone coming through, protect yourself and them, and then you can lower your mask afterwards.
Absolutely, 100% I agree with you. And remember, when you do wear a mask, it protects yourself. And when I wear a mask, it protects others. So
100%.
100%, you're just keeping everyone safe.
Exactly that. Now, last but not least, after you exercise, this is probably one of the most important ones as well. You got to remember, you have to quench your thirst with a glass of Crush 100% goodness. My esteemed colleague over here.
Right over
just
there.
What's going down.
This is actually the pre-workout. It was also good to quench after, but I know that you have an amazing workout for us, so I just thought I'd let you
that pre-workout for our couch workout.
Absolutely. Of course, as you can hear, you have to stay tuned as we will be doing a couch workout for those of you who like to spend time in front of the TV. I know you all like to do that. And if you want your winning pick on our Crush 100% Goodness leaderboard, here is a quick reminder just how to enter.
Are you ready to stand a chance to win 100% goodness prizes with Crush, such as Nutri-Bullets, Veggie Bullets, Tefal kitchen appliances, bar fridges, skincare products, fitness products, and vouchers? 100% you are. 100% goodness winners will be announced daily on Expresso from Monday to Friday from September through December. To enter, buy Crush promo packs. See the back of the label to scratch, and if you find a unique code, dial the USSD number on the pack to stand a chance to win immediate prizes or go into the grand prize draw. If you do not find a unique code, keep buying Crush to find the hidden codes. Crush is 100% fruity, fresh, tasty, and refreshing.
Made with love by Clover. Oh, you can make my day.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso on a Health Tuesday this morning. The immune system is a complex organism that relies on the right balance of vitamins and minerals to function at its best. And if we're not eating the right foods, exercise, and I say this to myself, getting enough sleep, this can severely affect our immune system and our overall health and well-being. We're about to chat to dietitian Tessa Hill on the importance of a healthy diet for a healthy immune system. Tessa, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This is so important, what we are talking about right now.
Yeah.
So I say that because my immune system proper crashed over the last couple of weeks, and I'm realizing that it's not just one thing, it's a holistic approach. It really is a system that needs to be kept in balance. Your diet is so important for general health, but when it comes to the immune system specifically, why is our diet so vital?
So diet is something that allows us to give nutrients to our body. In order to do that, those nutrients allow to help with our immune system. And our immune system is so important because it's basically what keeps us from getting sick, helping to fight off those bugs, those infections, things that we can pick up and things that we expose our bodies to every single day. So what's really important is that diet is, again, with those nutrients, they offer us things like protein, zinc, selenium, all those vitamins that help us with making sure that our immune system is optimal.
And then what would you say is a balanced, healthy diet, and what are the benefits of following a balanced, healthy diet?
Yeah. So a balanced diet, I always kind of, count for 5 on your hands. So you want to make sure that you include a range of whole foods, and those include our fresh fruits and vegetables, our high fiber whole grains, lean proteins, whether they come from animals or plant-based proteins, our healthy fats, and then of course our dairy as well. And what's really important is, and I can't emphasize this enough, is we got to make sure that we have a variety of it every single day, which includes the weekends. So we know we have that Monday to Friday mentality, but we really got to include them on those Saturdays and Sundays as well. It's really important. And again, if we have a good diet, a good balanced diet, the benefit that we see from that is that we are able to support the immune system because we're getting that variety of foods every single day.
Let me be the first to say boo, okay, because we deserve a cheat meal on the weekend. I think the problem is that it's a domino effect, and if we are feeding ourselves that kind of junk food, as we call it, too often, what is that doing to our body? Why is junk food so unhealthy over and above just the fat implications that you're drawing in extra or additional fat? What does a bad diet do to your immune system and your body?
So we can think of, if we're constantly eating bad junk food, we're not allowing our bodies to get all those nutrients that I mentioned previously. So junk food tends to not have a lot of fiber, mostly no vitamins or minerals, and as you mentioned before, quite high in fat. Those processed sugars, things are going to make our bodies crash quite quickly. So we really need to make sure that we try and, yes, now and then have a cheat meal is okay, but it's about that consistency. If we're always doing it every single time we're having a chance to eat, that's obviously going to have a bit of an implication on our immune system too. So we really got to, again, find that balance. And we kind of compare it to a car. You want to make sure your car runs smoothly, so you're going to give it the best fuel. Same with your body. You don't want to give it bad junk food. You want to make sure that you are eating well and well balanced in order to make your body run smoothly too.
And what are the key ingredients to kind of help boost your immune system?
So a lot of us think that we need to boost the immune system, but we just want to support it, right? And again, we can always think of eating the rainbow, so lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. Can't emphasize this enough about the color. Always tell everybody, eat like the rainbow on your plate. We've got to talk about high fiber whole grains, so anything like brown breads, your pastas, even your rice, and then lean protein. So again, either coming from plant-based, so more beans and legumes in your diet, a lot cheaper, or even things like eggs, your lean cuts of meat, oily fish, your chicken, and then also your healthy fats. So let's not forget about your nuts, your seeds, and your fresh avocados as well.
I'm just thinking about boosting my immune system. I want a superhero immune system. How can it not be possible? But I really do understand what you're saying. And I think now, especially always in a change of season, I think we kind of feel the need to bolster our immune system and get it back to its optimal shape. But I think now more than ever, we have all learned that we need to be as healthy as possible. And I think a holistic approach is definitely the way to go. Eat with your eyes first. If you see all the colors, you are on the right track. Tessa, thank you so much. Some gems within that. It is so important that we take the right steps in maintaining a healthy and a strong immune system to give it the care that it needs. And Immuenza assists in supporting that healthy immune system, keeping you healthy and protected.
Looking for immune support? Remain at your peak all year round with Immuenza.
Well, it's time for us to spend some time in the kitchen. It is Health Tuesday here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we have the cupcakes and couscous queen, Teresa, in studio. Hi. Good morning. I'm very excited with the ingredients I'm seeing in front of me because we're about to whip up a delicious sweet potato rosti. Because if you think about it, it is the festive season. There'll be lots of entertainment going around. You'll be impressing your guests safely with some delicious food, and that doesn't necessarily mean you need to skip out on the healthy options. So Teresa is here to join us in the kitchen to make a sweet potato rosti recipe. It is the perfect snack, and we are topping it with some cottage cheese and smoked salmon, which is always a winner.
Delicious. I mean, I could actually just eat this for breakfast.
This is a breakfast meal.
It's beautiful.
Just many of them.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you've got your veggies, your protein, you know, it's all good. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the rosti first of all.
Please.
So we've got our sweet potato in the bowl. We've peeled it and we've grated it, and it's quite a coarse grate, as you can see. And I'm going to add some red onion.
Did you also grate the onion?
Yes, yeah. So you can see it's very fine. You don't want big chunks. And then I'm going to season with a bit of salt and pepper.
I love that salt.
Oh, I know, it's lovely. And then I'm going to crack an egg into the mixture. This is going to bind it together. And at this point, if you wanted to add other veggies, you could. So grated courgette, grated carrot, beetroot. Would also add some color. Yeah, absolutely. So you can really kind of use this as a base and play around. And it's as easy as that.
I love how quick and simple and easy it is, because when you're entertaining, you don't want to spend hours in the kitchen. Exactly. You don't want to... For me, for someone that wants to do quick and healthy meals, this is quite a great recipe for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, the important thing here with your rosti is you don't want it to be too wet, otherwise it's going to fall apart when you fry it. So what you're going to do is put a little bit in your hand and just give it a good squeeze.
Okay.
You want a little bit of moisture in there, but not too much.
Not too much.
And then you're going to pop it in your pan. Just going to do another one here. If there's a little bit of moisture inside, it'll evaporate when the rosti cooks, and it'll steam the potato from the inside. But
and this is just moisture from the potato and the onions?
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
And then use your spatula and just flatten it slightly. You're not squashing it too much. You don't want it to be completely compact. And just let it fry in your olive oil. Then can you pass me that cloth there? I'm just going to wipe my hands quickly, and then I'll show you how to make the cream cheese.
There you go. I've got sanitizer here.
Yes, I did sanitize before as well. Very, very important.
There we go.
Okay, so we've got some cream cheese here, and I'm going to add some horseradish. So we've got a bit of spice, some chopped up capers, and a little bit of dill. And we're just going to mix that all together. So again, very quick and easy, and you could do this ahead of time. Some pre-prep.
Something easy to just prepare in advance.
Yes, absolutely. So easy.
And it's also all in the presentation.
Oh yeah, I mean they look so beautiful. Okay, so those need a few more minutes, but you're just going to cook for a couple of minutes per side until they're nice and golden. So to plate up, we've got our ready-made rosti here. We're going to top with a little bit of cream cheese.
There we go.
And I mean, this with the salmon is just beautiful. So delicious.
Yeah. So for someone that's not a big fan of salmon, which alternative proteins would you recommend?
You could use something like mussels, or you could use any kind of smoked fish.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be salmon. And then
there we go.
We just, beautiful. I'm going to be generous here. Pop that on top.
There
Beautiful.
we go.
And then don't forget to finish it off with some micro herbs.
Oh, there we go. That is
and
stunning.
it looks beautiful.
Like you said, it's a quick and easy snack, and I just love the presentation. It is delicious. Would you like to taste one?
Ooh.
There we go.
Gosh, I don't want to mess up this beautiful plate.
There we go. Well, listen, this recipe is available for you on the Expresso Facebook page, and if, well, not Facebook page, the website. So if you want to get your hands on this mouth-watering sweet potato rosti, visit expressoshow.com.
That is delicious. I'm going to keep this one. That's okay.
Oh, I got told it was rude to smell food, but it just smells incredible.
You have to, you have to. Oh,
thank you, Teresa. Teresa's going to be hanging out with us the whole morning.
Yay.
Thank you.
So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Throughout the year, we have embraced a new norm amidst undoubtedly one of the most difficult periods in modern history, and we are still facing rather uncertain times ahead. We know this. The break that comes with the impending festive season is one that we need now more than ever, I think, and SABC3 is here to help us escape the norm this summer. Now joining us via video to share more about the enticing programming on SABC3 in the coming months is the Network Marketing Manager for SABC TV, Dichaba Palatse. Dichaba, welcome to the show. Very good morning. Great to be connecting with you. How are you?
Good morning, Graham. Good morning to Expresso viewers. I'm fantastic and very happy to be here to be chatting to you about our wonderful campaign.
And we need it, man. We need something just to make us feel a little bit better about this crazy new normal we found ourselves in 2020. Maybe you can expand as a first off what the campaign is all about. What's the objective here?
You know, at the core of everything that we do at the SABC3 team is empathy. So we really think quite a lot about what our viewers are going through. How can we really meaningfully improve their lives? And whilst we always, have amazing content, what we really wanted to do is to really think about, in this pandemic, in constantly, having to queue, reminding yourself of social distancing, not knowing how to greet somebody when you meet them. And all of these create some sort of anxiety and tension. And we wanted to create a space for people to escape that, and have a great time this festive season. And remember, the fun times that we had before the pandemic. But even within the pandemic, remember that we still can be human and enjoy and really escape this crazy pandemic world that we're living in and enjoy the festive season as we always do.
So what will be the focal point of the escapism, and who does the campaign feature?
So the proposition of Escape the Norm is, one, done in a digital format. So what we're going to do is we're going to be creating mini moments on digital for people to escape, right? So something as frivolous as just take 5 minutes, breathe in and out, and think about yourself in, the Bahamas. Then we link that back to you, Graham, where maybe you can have a chat with some of our viewer who's a big fan of yours, who's never had a chance to really chat to you, and that sort of like gives them that that escape. Another form that we do in terms of giving escape, obviously, is our content. So we have great movies, we have great specials, particularly in December. We've got some wonderful music specials. I won't announce them now because I want you to keep your eyes on the timeline. And then every day, keep on tuning to Expresso. We will be giving dose of mini escapism throughout our content, and Trending Essay and Afternoon Express, and a whole bunch of different shows that we have. We've got wonderful content for kids as well. Amazing Christmas movies. So escapism is found here on SABC3. So please do tune in.
I know you've touched on some of the programming there and some real blockbuster, I think, programming. It seems to be a level up, which is fantastic. And I cannot wait to be engaging with viewers and looking at the digital side of what you're doing. I absolutely love that. But we can't forget that Christmas is here. And as much as this year has been dominated by COVID-19, we still have to get on with normal life. How are you guys going to be embracing the festive season? What can we look forward to?
So I'm going to start by saying we've got a New Year's Eve special. Keep your eyes on that. We've got some wonderful music specials from proud South African artists. I can name a few like Shoma Josie. I can name a few like Casper Nyovest, Jimmy Neville. So there's quite a few music specials that we're going to play. We've got some Christmas specials. So every Saturday at 4 o'clock, you'll be able to see some Christmas movies. And then we also have a special festival storytelling of a wonderful Cape Town-based, by the way, music festival. I'm giving hints, but I'm not giving too much away, that we're going to be broadcasting here on SABC3. So and then we've got I spoke about kids movies, wonderful movies for the kids. So everything for the whole family. So yeah, escapism is here on SABC3.
I know that the kids, just like the rest of us, but I think especially them, because of what they've had to go through in terms of their school year and how challenging that's been, they're going to need some downtime and some great entertainment. You mentioned great kids movies. What else is on the cards for the young ones?
Boy Called Bo, Surviving the Wild and the Sky Kids, The Fly Boys. Geez, there's like a full buffet for kids to escape. And they're right. You're right. They had to stop school. They had to study at home. Parents had to be teachers. So this is a really great time to say it's Christmas. Stay home, watch all this great content, and escape this craziness that we have to deal with when we leave our homes.
Escape with S3 indeed. I think I love the fact that you guys have gone back to the heart of what it is to be this channel, SABC3, and that's provide the viewers with an opportunity to escape into some amazing content. So I'm loving the reimagining of where we are and that you guys are putting a positive spin on what has been a very negative year, but sending nothing but love and positive vibes to you and the rest of the S3 team. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Graham, and all the best to you guys. We watch you. We appreciate you. Thank you for all the hard work. Thank you.
Oh, we love it. We love that we get to be that first port of call in the morning, leading into a fantastic day of entertainment. And you can get all the escapism you need with our world-class programming this festive season. You've heard it. Some absolute gems coming up. Make sure you hashtag escape with S3.
If 2020 was a question, it would be, who knew? Who knew that between March and now, so many of us would become Medical experts? Who knew that we'd all have found another quirky character trait about our partners? After all, it's not like we weren't all subjected to the work call voice day after day after day after day after day. And who knew that having your own talk show was as easy as setting up, getting ready, and going live? On second thought, maybe leave that one to the professionals. However, life has changed. It's become clear that this, whatever this is, has become our new normal. But since we're bringing all new drama, reality, talk and lifestyle shows and much more, it's the perfect time to escape the norm with SABC3. The stage is yours.
That's right, indeed. We are officially escaping the norm. This is the studio, don't you worry. We are doing something special now with all the new shows SABC3 is bringing to our screens. We're more than likely going to be spending quite a bit of time in front of the TV. Now, that's where I come in, where I'm going to show you how you can still master your workouts using your couch in front of the TV with no excuses here. And we're also going to obviously chat to our endocrinologist, who is Dane Stevens, later about managing diabetes ahead of World Diabetes Day and how exercise all plays a role. And I'm joined by my glamorous, esteemed colleague, Jamie Lee Domberg.
Never in my life did I think that I'll actually be working out on a couch in front of on the TV, in front of the TV. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but how cool is this? This is an outdoor couch, and you don't have to be confined to the TV as well. You can take it outside, you can take it into the garden, into your garage. It doesn't matter. You can get creative with it. So if you don't have a couch at home, you're more than welcome to use a chair, a single seater, or anything that's going to give you the goods. And that's what we're going to do this morning. You ready?
So we're not just sitting, because laughing also is an exercise. So what I thought is we're just going to sit on the couch and just laugh the entire time, just work on those tummy muscles.
Consider that your warm-up.
Okay. Okay. So
all right, so we're going to do a full body workout this morning, okay? And it's really cool, really fun. And I'm also going to show you guys some variations at home. So if you find that the exercises are maybe too easy or too difficult, we've got variations for you and grading as well. All right, so Jamie will also show all those variations. So we're starting off with the lower body, and we're going to work our way up. We're starting off with the legs, getting ourselves nice and active. And we're going to do something called the basic squat, all right? So if everybody at home doesn't know how a squat works, we're going to hinge at the hip, all right? So that's where the glutes are sitting, right behind the hips. And we want to get our glutes to go back and onto the couch. So use the couch as a safety mechanism, and let's try not get our knees to go too far forward beyond our toes, all right? So a nice, slow little squat down.
Ooh.
Slowly touch it, beautiful form, keeping a nice neutral spine, and then straight back up. Let's try that one more time for everybody at home.
And now don't forget to squeeze. The uglier the squeeze, the better. That's what I meant.
Is that your new saying?
That's my new saying.
I like that. Okay, so now what you got to do is squeeze the glutes, throw those hips forward, and then that's your squat. Now, I think we can make this a little bit more tricky. I think that was a little bit too easy for you. So what we're going to be doing, obviously, is 12 reps in total for each of these exercises. So if 12 reps of squatting on the couch is too easy for you, why not try the following? So Jamie, we're going to try an assisted eccentric loaded pistol squat. All right, you guys hear that? And the eccentric load comes in where you want to be really slow when lowering your leg. So I'm going to be standing or balancing on one leg, and the other leg is going to be straight out in front of me. The goal is to get down as low as you can in the squat position, all right? But don't worry if you do fall. The couch is there as a safety, but slow and steady wins the race, all right? Pistol squat, let's go. So making sure you're lowering, keeping that leg nice and low. And now you're going to lower yourself.
Who decides these things? Yeah.
There you go. That was perfect. Okay. And now we get straight back up using the couch for assistance. And especially on the way up, you can feel it in that hamstring and that glute, keeping your core engaged. Let's try for one more. Going nice and low. And once again, for this one, guys, obviously because it's a pistol squat, you can go 6 on each side instead of doing 12 in total. All right, how's it feeling?
The one was already a killer, so I can imagine trying to do 6 on one side and 6 on the other. It's definitely going to work up.
It's so weird. My whole body feels like it's been working out, but yet I'm just using my legs. Weirdest thing ever. All right, so we're moving up to the core now. As I said, lower body done, core is coming into place. So now, step number 1, and this is, we'll call it grade 1. We're going to work the core, and we're going to do something called flutter kicks. So you're going to assist yourself by having your hands behind your back and your glutes just rested on the couch. And now you're going to raise your leg into the sky and literally just do slight little flutters, keeping it nice and high, and try not to get your legs to go down to the ground. So left and right is 1 rep, and of course, once again, we're going to go for 12 in total. But if this is too easy for you, We're coming through with the grading, of course. So now what you want to do is in these flutter kicks, you can either, number one, take your hands off the couch. That already requires more stimulation, more core control. And already I'm shaking while I'm trying to do these flutter kicks. Or what you can do as a third variation is keep your hands there if you don't have the balance yet. But we can grade it up slightly by doing our flutters, 4 flutters, and then slowly do little taps. Right, so you're basically crunching like a bicycle and bringing that core to contract while using that hip flexor to kind of stabilize you at the same time. How's it feeling?
I think this is perfect because now you can literally get abs while watching TV. So you're at home, you're literally sitting there and just being like, oh yes, Ryle,
You could be chilling here.
You.
I love that. You could be chilling here eating popcorn and doing your abs at the same time. How's that for multitasking?
Ticking off all the boxes.
All right, guys, so while we exercise, of course, we move into the upper body. This is a favorite of mine. It's very simple. It's going to jack up the shoulders, jack up the pecs, and everything else that you need in terms of stabilization, strength, and, of course, coordination. And you can watch TV while doing this one as well. So Jamie's going to do a graded version where you can use the couch to assist you with your push-up. I'm going to do a hardened version of this and actually increasing the resistance, right? So I'm going to upset mom and dirty the couch a little bit, but more than likely you should take your shoes off for this one.
Auntie
So Jamie, as you can see, you're going to have a neutral spine all the way through, and you're using that arm of the couch just to kind of get that chest stimulated. So all the way down nice and slowly. Let's check it out. Beautiful form, and now straight back up. I absolutely love it. Now, while Jamie's doing that, I'm going to show you the upgraded version. So this one's over here. We're using our feet on the couch now. I've increased the resistance by using gravity and my body to make that weight a little bit more tricky. Make sure your elbows are staying back, all right? So don't flare your elbows out when you're going down. Nice and solid. All the way down to the ground. Nice and slow. Straight back up. And make sure you're engaging your core at all times. And boom! That's your full body workout right there. Done and dusted.
I never thought that this would be so easy. I love it. I'm never leaving the house now. I'm just going to stay in my front room with my couch, and my workout is done.
Well, there you go, guys. No excuse, of course, to get a workout in. Use your couch, use your chair, or anything else that you can. And head over to expressoshow.com as well for more inspiration as we come through with the goods.
Yeah, no.
Gina, we've got 3 more rounds left. What's going on?
No, I'm done. I tapped out.
Enjoy, guys.
Decades after man first stepped foot on the rocky solid surface body, it appears there's still so much to learn about the moon. This after the discovery of water on its sunlit surface. And for a more understandable breakdown on how important this discovery is, we're joined in studio by Dr. Jacinta Della Hayes, who's an astronomer and host of the Cosmic Savannah podcast. Jacinta, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Very good. I'm loving your background. It's very fitting for your job description. We are talking about the water that was discovered on the moon's lit surface. Why was this only discovered now?
Water on the moon was actually discovered for sure back in 2018 on the poles of the moon, because the moon rotates slightly on a tilt, and so part of it never actually gets exposed to sunlight, and quite a lot of water and ice was found there. But we didn't realize that there would be any water on the rest of the moon where the sun actually does touch the moon. But now we've found that with this particular SOFIA telescope, that there is actually some water there, and we weren't sure if it was H2O or it was something kind of more similar to drain cleaner like hydroxyl. But SOFIA picked up this special chemical signature of water, which is in the infrared light at 6 micrometers. And so we definitely know there's water there now.
That is so exciting. And I mean, just hearing about SOFIA, do you mind telling me a little bit more about the telescope SOFIA as well as its function?
SOFIA is so cool. It's very unique. It's actually a Boeing 747 SP plane, which has been gutted out, and a huge infrared telescope has been put in the back. The mirror is 2.7 meters in diameter. And there's this, basically the back of the plane is open so that the telescope can be pointed out of the plane. And this plane flies above the atmosphere so that it's above 99% of the gases which block the infrared light from reaching the Earth. And so SOFIA goes above that so that it can actually see the infrared light. Usually it's looking at faint stars and distant galaxies, and the moon is not faint or distant. But so this was one of the first times it was pointed at the moon, just kind of as a test to see what would happen. And lo and behold, they found water.
And you know what that boggles my mind. And I think a big question that you guys have probably asked yourselves is, how did the water form on the moon?
Yeah, it's a good question, and the answer is we don't know. So there are a few theories. Maybe it could be from micrometeorites, which are hitting the moon and bringing water with it, or it could be solar wind, which is causing a chemical reaction on the surface of the moon. But yeah, this is one of the big mysteries that we now have to try and figure out.
Well, this just brings Neil Armstrong's famous quote to light: "One small step for man is one giant leap for mankind." Dr. Jacinta, learning that there's water on the moon, how beneficial is this for us humans?
So I guess what we've found now is that there's more water than we thought there was. A bottle's worth per cubic meter, which is actually less than the Sahara Desert. Okay. But it's still more than we thought there was. And you may know that NASA has Project Artemis, which is a plan to send the first woman to the moon and the next man by 2024, with the view of setting up a moon base and eventually going to Mars. And so this means that there's water there for the astronauts, and you can actually also use water for rocket fuel, which might help in the journey to Mars.
Well, Dr. Jacinta, thank you so much for that valuable information. It was so interesting, and, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see what else will be discovered.
Thanks for having me.
Water, as we know it, it is a key ingredient to life and a scarce source in deep space. So this is really great news, and we hope to hear more about it. And maybe of some water being discovered on other moons and planets, who knows?
So interesting how far we have come. I'm just picturing the moon base that is going to be built, that's going to be launching rockets to Mars. Unbelievable how far we've come. But we put it to you guys at home. If you could go to the moon, what would you do there? And we've had some really entertaining comments. Thank you so much. Tanyan Whitney Goliath saying, yes, absolutely. I've marveled at the moon in awe. Ever since I was a child, I dreamt about floating or defying gravity as a child too. Would be such a cool experience. Here. And Carl's already on the moon by the looks of it, bouncing up and down. Gary Okamp, if there's Wi-Fi on the moon, I'd consider it.
Same here, Gary. If you didn't post it on Instagram or Twitter, it did not happen. Chris Twyla says, would definitely go to explore. This could mean there's life out there. Actually,
well, if there's water, there could be life. You never know.
Definitely. Umahladisa Gatlejo says, yeah, I would definitely go because I would love to see the stars. I'm super obsessed with stars. Even my room is filled with them. and I would love to experience being on the moon and see other planets and all those other things in space. It's quite interesting what's up there, hey?
Oh man, I'd love that unobscured view from the moon. You can imagine what you'd be able to see in the night sky. Absolutely love that. Kaylin Fortuyn saying, definitely 100. It would be amazing to experience an atmosphere without gravity, and the experience would definitely be out of this world. Just to place a mark on one of the universe's creations, which not many can do. Fly me to the moon, she says, and we couldn't agree more. Absolutely awesome, fun comments. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. If you could go to the moon, would you go to the moon? And what would you do up there? I know Jamie said a bit of a moonwalk, maybe snap a selfie with the, imagine a selfie with the earth behind you. Like
that would be so dope.
Oh, absolutely love it. Well, stay connected with us throughout the morning. We love to keep the conversation going on our social media platforms. At Expresso Show is the handle to use, but right now let's bring you up to speed with current affairs. Here's Zeebles with the news.
Well, it's 7 o'clock on the dot. Let's look at those morning headlines, starting with national news. The South African National Blood Service has urgently called on the public to donate blood, as there has been a serious shortage since the country opened for activity during level 1 lockdown, with the pandemic restricting blood donation programs. Now, blood stocks have dropped to a critical low level. The service is calling eligible donors to help reach the daily collection target of at least 4,000 units of blood, while also asking leaders at companies, churches, universities and schools to make their venues available for blood drives. And staying with local news, South African billionaire and philanthropist Patrice Motsepe has announced his intention to become the next president of the Confederation of African Football. The chairperson of 2016 African Club champions, Mamelodi Sundowns, becomes the third person to bid for the role, after incumbent Ahmed Ahmed of Madagascar and Jacques Anoma of Ivory Coast. Motsepe is already receiving support from across Africa, with Botswana, Nigeria and Sierra Leone among those to have publicly backed him. We move beyond our borders, where the African Union has welcomed Joe Biden and his deputy, Kamala Harris's victory in the US presidential election. The chairperson of the AU Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, says the continent is hoping for a new and stronger US-Africa relationship under Biden's leadership. Biden, whom some African leaders have called a friend of Africa, visited the continent in 2010. He spent time in South Africa, Egypt and Kenya. They are hoping that under Biden, the US will return repealed funds for humanitarian activities on the continent. And the quest for an effective vaccine against COVID-19 has seen a significant step forward. This is with the announcement of a milestone result. Preliminary findings show a vaccine developed by Pfizer and BioNTech can prevent more than 90% of people from getting COVID-19. The vaccine uses a completely experimental approach, which involves injecting part of the virus's genetic code into the people in order to train the immune system. Pfizer believes it will be able to supply 50 million doses by the end of this year and some 1.3 billion by the end of 2021. And now, a snippet of truly exciting news from the world of entertainment. South African music hitmaker Master KG has yet another reason to celebrate after bagging a huge international award. Master KG won the Best African Act at the 2020 MTV EMAs. He was announced alongside fellow South African artists DJ Maphorisa and Kabza De Small, as well as other major African artists from across the continent. In a recorded acceptance speech posted on Twitter, Master KG gave thanks to all of his fans who has helped make his smash hit Jerusalema one of the biggest songs on the planet. Monde Twala, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Viacom CBS Networks Africa, says Master KG's accolades at this year's MTV EMAs is a testament to his global popularity, which has seen people all over the world unite in a dance to his smash hit Jerusalema during one of the most unprecedented times in our history. We recognize his great achievements in bringing people together across the cultures and congratulate him on this massive win. And that is where we leave your morning headlines.
Thanks so much, Zoe. Let's kick off our sporting headlines with some football news. Banyana, they've advanced to the 2020 CASAFA Women's Championship semi-finals. That was after thrashing the Comoros 7-0 in their final group stage match yesterday. The South African national women's football team finishing the group stages with a 100% record. That was after beating Angola and Eswatini as well. So Banyana will now face Malawi in the second semi-final on Thursday. That's after Botswana take on Zambia in the first semi-final. And staying with footballing news, Bafana head coach Molefi Ntseki has been forced to make a number of changes to his squad ahead of the 2022 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against Sao Tome, scheduled to be played on Friday and Monday. Tebang Pete, Tulani Serrero, Andile Jali and Reeve Frosler are all out due to medical reasons, and Tamasankwa Mkize and Abubakar Mobara, they've reportedly both tested positive for COVID-19 and will remain in isolation. And then finally on to cricket. The Cape Cobras were 115 all out against the Lions. That was after Bjorn Hendricks picked up a remarkable 7 wickets for only 29 runs at the new Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg on day 1 of the second round of the CSA 4-day series. That while the VKB Knights, they reached stumps on 323 for 7. That's against the Dolphins, and the match between the Warriors and the Titans, albeit plagued by rain, finished the day on 137 for 4. And all of that 4-day action will continue later today. That's a wrap of your sport for this Tuesday morning. Let's take another look at your beautiful sunrise pictures and what the weather has in store.
Here's a second look at your sunrise pictures. Henry Witboy spotted a rainbow in Ladysmith, Western Cape. Your area will enjoy clear skies with temperatures ranging from 7 degrees to 23 degrees. Gary Oakham captured the stunning sunrise picture in East London. Beachfront, you will experience showers with a low of 15 degrees and an afternoon high of 17 degrees. Thank you so much for sharing your sunrise pictures with us. Please continue to keep them going, keep them flowing on our social media platforms, and we will show them live on the show. While Tropical Storm Eta is still causing havoc in Florida, bringing heavy rains and strong winds of up to 105 kilometers, schools, beaches and public transport have been shut down. Eta has already wreaked devastation in parts of Central America, where some 200 people are reported to be dead or missing. On the home front, though, the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning. Severe thunderstorms leading to strong winds, flooding and hail over the north and northeastern parts of the Free State, eastern parts of Northwest, Western Highveld of Mpumalanga, Gauteng, West and Southwestern parts of Limpopo, as well as the northeastern parts of the Eastern Cape are forecast. And there's also a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions that can be expected over the Richtersveld in the Northern Cape. Well, I hope if you find yourselves in those specific regions, that if you are driving to work, you do so safely. Now let's get into the temperatures. Polokwane is 16.26. Bombela starts off the day with a low of 18, reaching a high of 26 degrees. Pretoria, do expect some rain at 65% chance of rain. Jozi Maboneng, 14.22. Mahikeng, it's a mostly sunny day with thunder showers at 61%. Namhlanje, Klerksdorp, your temperatures range from 15 to 22 degrees. Kimberley, the sun is out to play with a maximum of 29. Bloemfontein, 13.25. Richards Bay, 18.22. Pietermaritzburg, it's a rainy day for you at 75% chance of rain. Durban, South Africa's playground, 83% chance of rain, so do not leave your rain jackets behind. Mthatha, the rain continues, 12.14. East London, 15.17. Cradock, it's a mostly sunny day with a maximum of 20 degrees. The friendly city of Port Elizabeth, 14.19. George, 11.17. The mother city, Cape Town, 13.19. And Worcester, it's a sunny day with a maximum of 24 degrees. Sutherland, you will enjoy clear skies at temperatures ranging from 4 degrees to a high of 19. And Uppington with the highest temperature today of 30 degrees. Now, this is the final look at the weather report. Make sure whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
Well, listen, it's going to be a feel-good day indeed, because whenever the Samsung team comes to visit, they come bearing gifts for everybody. And last Friday, they gave another 4 lucky viewers the chance to win one of the incredible Galaxy S20 FE, the Fan Edition smartphones. Now, we received over 10,000 entries, which is really testament to how popular this phone really is.
And we trended on the day, as always happens when Mr. Yoon comes to town. We love it. Now, out of those thousands of entries, it brings us so much joy to announce our 4 lucky winners this morning. Can I get a drum roll, please? Congratulations. I know a lot of hearts are going to be broken right now, but congratulations to Lebogang Malele, Alicia Manpath, Melissa Peterson, and Sipokazi Mdichwa. Congratulations.
I'm so excited for them. We hope you love your brand new Galaxy S20 FE. It's yours to keep, so enjoy it. Please take a picture with it and send it through to us, because we'd like to see you use your new phone.
Yeah, with it of you, take a selfie, do everything, explore all the features. It's an amazing brand new smartphone, an amazing device. I think you're going to love it, so congratulations.
Can you feel it, Mzansi? The core of your favorite places is just beyond the horizon. From Kruger Park to the Cape Winelands, summer in the cities of Durban and Jozi, to the endless reaches of those Garden Route beaches. Protea Hotels by Marriott welcomes you back, with Marriott Bonvoy members enjoying 25% off, including free breakfast, and non-members 15% off. Book your dream escape now on Marriott.com.
is still celebrating their 80th birthday, and as part of the festivities, they're giving you a chance to win your share of 1 million rands in prizes.
Oh yes, that's correct. Grocery hampers and vouchers are up for grabs daily, while stylish luxury Le Creuset pot sets can be yours weekly.
And the grand prize? A stunning kitchen makeover. Ooh. And to enter is really simple. Buy any 2 Koo products, dial *120 *1987 hash and follow the prompts.
And remember, keep your till slip as proof to qualify for your awesome prize.
Competition ends 13 November 2020. T's and C's do apply. Koo is the best you can do.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Lest we forget, it's a Tuesday. Yes, we love Tuesday on our show, but we love Tuesday on SABC3 because it heralds the Insider. Now, it took me a while to really grasp what the Insider was all about, like how they tackle a theme and look at it from different angles. But the fact that they take us kind of inside the world, it's why it's called the Insider, obviously. It took me, my slow brain, a while to figure that out, but they give us this kind of unprecedented access where you almost get to see a person's life, a job, a place through their eyes, through the eyes of the person who is most invested in that place. And I absolutely love it. And I love the theme for tonight. Of course, the Insider goes out at 7:30 right here on 3. And today they're exploring the theme of family. So this week, one of the lenses that they look through, they visit the family-run lifestyle farm in the Garden Route, offering unique accommodation made from shipping containers. Love that. Future-proofing, yeah.
They're also going to be profiling a fashion entrepreneur, Papi Kalu, founder of the renowned fashion label Urban Zulu, which is very interesting. I'm so excited to watch that. And they're also going to be escaping to a boutique game lodge with actress and media personality Kanye Mbao and her family. That's tonight, Insider SA at 7:30 with a repeat Saturday night at 8, only on SABC3.
Kanye in the bush.
Can
Girl,
you imagine?
Kanye in the bush.
She's probably going to have leopard print from head to toe with the nails to match. It's going to be amazing.
She is going to be on fleek, but she's a lovely human being, and I think you'll absolutely love being able to experience that with her. Of course, it's tonight at 7:30 right here on SABC3.
So much to look forward to with the Insider. I mean, they have one of my favorite personalities in South Africa, Kanye Mbao. I think a lot of people enjoy and commend her for her strong personality and her strong will to just get out there and get whatever is hers. But now, Teresa, we're back in the kitchen about to cook up something really delicious. I mean, it is World Vegan Month and we are in the kitchen right now. I see Be Well, which means one thing and one thing only, another delicious plant-based recipe coming at you today. Now, this tasty treat is versatile, ready to eat in a flash, and loaded with omega-3 rich canola oil to help keep you happy and healthy. We're talking about these Be Well zucchini and carrot fritters, of course, and Teresa is back in the kitchen to help show us exactly how you can enjoy it at home too. Teresa.
Hi.
I love the ingredients. I'm seeing color. It's very interesting for me. One thing that you have in the bowl is mashed banana.
Banana, yes. So typically a fritter would have egg in it, but this is a vegan recipe, so egg is off the cards. So banana is going to be our binder today.
Okay, I
Something
love
a little
that.
different. Yeah.
And how do we start?
Okay, so we've got some flour here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, some baking powder, and some cinnamon. So we've already got some delicious flavor in there. So give that a good mix. And then, as you said, we've got some banana here. I'm going to add some almond milk. So that's our vegan option, of course.
So we want it to be creamy as well, or how does it work?
Yeah, this is just going to bring everything together. So we'll add our dry ingredients. This is our flour mixture. Give it a good mix, and then we're going to be adding loads of delicious vegetables. And honestly, you can actually add whatever you like.
I was about to ask, are we limited to these specific vegetables?
Absolutely not. No, you've got your base recipe, so you can actually customize it in any way that you like. So today we're adding onion, and I mean that just smells amazing, of course.
I love onion. I feel like everyone should cook with it. You have to, because what is any kind of meal without onion?
You know, a lot of people don't, but for me it's an absolute essential. You have to have it. I've also added some carrots, and this is all grated, and some zucchini as well. So nice and healthy. If you wanted other options, you could add sweet potato, you could add butternut.
Sweet potato is actually one of my favorite veggies.
Me too.
Especially mashed, or you guys say it's pureed.
Yeah.
Pureed, okay. You can get this recipe on our website, expressoshow.com. And of course, we are using Be Well.
Yes, our canola and olive oil. So you're going to put about half a cup in your pan, and you're looking at a medium heat. You don't want it too hot or too cold, so that's important. And then you're going to just scoop some of your batter into your pan. And I would do just one or two at a time, so you have full control of what's going on.
Okay, I see.
So if you have too many in the pan, then some of them burn, or it's just easier when there's fewer in there. And you're just going to cook for a few minutes per side. And then while that's cooking, I'm going to make our sauce.
While you make the sauce, this is just very important, something very commendable. Locally produced Be Well canola oil is naturally cholesterol-free, low in saturated fat, high in omega-3, and is perfect for a healthy lifestyle. Made exclusively using locally sourced GMO-free canola oil. Also, did you know that canola oil is the only oil in South Africa that carries the Cancer Smart Choice seal in aiming to reduce risk factors associated with cancer development? I think that's also something that's truly important and commendable. So Be Well is also endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation of South Africa.
Yes, right. So what I've got here is some vegan yogurt, which is now more readily available in the supermarkets, which is great. I've added some mint, some salt and pepper, and a bit of garlic. And we're going to add a splash of our Be Well oil as well. Just put that in there, so about a tablespoon or so, and mix it together. So that's very quick and easy. So you can do this while the fritters are frying in your pan.
So this is the sauce that we basically smear over our fritter after it's done.
You can dip, you can smear, you can drizzle.
You know, the ingredients are so interesting, Teresa.
Yeah.
You know, the yogurt, well, vegan yogurt, which you've mentioned is readily available now in supermarkets. You have some mint in there, you have pepper and salt.
Yes, yeah. And you could add other spices as well. So as I said, use it as a base and customize it.
And if you like something hot, like something chili, you can add your chili or your cayenne pepper, whatever the situation
you could do
is.
a cumin, anything like that. So these are, you can see how golden they are.
Oh,
beautiful.
They are turning out nice.
So yeah, a couple of minutes per side, and then serve it with your stunning yogurt. It's absolutely delicious.
I love it.
And you've got your brunch, your lunch, your dinner. Any time of the day, yes.
Ready to eat in a flash.
Yes.
Listen, if you would like to get your hands on this incredible mouth-watering recipe, make sure to head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. Also, if you've missed a step, well, here's a young reminder for you.
Enjoy a selection of delicious plant-based meals and download your free copy of the Be Well Vegan Cookbook today. 5 awesome experiences up to the value of 5,000 Rand must be won with Immuenza on Expresso this November. Help boost your immune system with Immuenza and stand a chance to win a weekly giveaway of skydiving or cooking with a chef, advanced driving or shark cage diving. Answer the question on the Immuenza competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page using the hashtag Immuenza. That competition runs up until midnight December 1st. Terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's Health Tuesday on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and this year, World Diabetes Day, it falls on Saturday, the 14th of November, and the aim of this important health day is to create awareness, and, you know, it is a condition that millions of people suffer from all over the globe. And according to the International Diabetes Federation, by the year 2035, almost 600 million people will be living with diabetes, and this number will continue to grow if people don't reduce their risk and getting diabetes. Now, endocrinologist Dr. Zane Stevens joins us in studio this morning to tell us a little bit more and especially what to look out for. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning, Doc?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you in the studio. So listen, I know about diabetes when it comes to like type 1, type 2, but what's the difference between, I think, pre-diabetes and diabetes, if I'm pronouncing it correctly?
Correct. So those are terms we really use when we're talking about somebody who might be at risk of developing type 2 diabetes. So pre-diabetes just means that the body's ability to handle glucose is not normal anymore, but it's not quite diabetic. We don't actually like the term because it almost implies that if you've got pre-diabetes, you will develop diabetes, but it's a warning that your body is not coping, and it means that you need to make good lifestyle changes to prevent yourself from becoming diabetic, and that certainly is possible.
Okay.
Very interesting. And speaking of those lifestyle changes, is it true that if you focus on your exercising, your diet, that you could cure diabetes?
Yeah, so it's debatable to use the word cure, but you certainly can get your diabetes into remission. It's a term I think that we prefer. So you're always going to be at risk, but certainly by making important lifestyle changes, studies have actually shown that large numbers of people can get themselves off medication and maintain normal blood glucose control through lifestyle alone.
Oh, wow, okay. So if I was someone that is maybe suspecting that I may have diabetes, how would I actually know that I am suffering from it? I mean, are there any signs to look out for?
So that's quite difficult because your signs come from the fact that the blood glucose is really high, which doesn't happen immediately. It's something that may develop over many, many years. We often say to patients, on average, they've been living with some kind of abnormality of glucose for up to 7 years before they are diagnosed with the condition. So those kind of classic symptoms of passing a lot of urine, being very thirsty and losing weight are really kind of end sort of stage presentations. So the most important thing is if you're at risk because of being overweight, coming from a family where there's a history of diabetes, you really need to be screened for the condition.
Okay.
Interesting. Can we put the spotlight on type 2 diabetes? Is that is the most popular one in terms of...
Certainly the most common. That would be about 90% of people with diabetes would have type 2 diabetes.
What happens to the body if type 2 diabetes goes untreated?
So the problem is those high levels of sugars is really toxic towards all of the cells in our body. And so these people are at risk of developing complications, the most important of which are heart disease, strokes, amputations, and then small blood vessels can also be affected, affecting the eyes, the nerves, and the kidneys. So it really causes a lot of problems if the blood glucose is poorly controlled.
Right, so just to wrap my head around this, because I know diabetes gets very confusing when we're talking about insulin and glucose and how we use it. But the question is, what causes it to essentially become worse, in a sense? Like, am I doing something in the day that can potentially increase my risk for diabetes? And I mean, even all the way to potentially pregnancy. Is there something that can maybe trigger diabetes? Is it lurking, waiting to just kind of come out and get me? How does it all work?
So it's probably a combination of two things. On the one hand, it's a genetic predisposition, so that's why family history means you're at risk. And if you adopt kind of a sedentary, unhealthy lifestyle and specifically gain weight, as you gain that weight, your body starts to become resistant to that hormone insulin. And insulin is what helps our bodies be able to use the blood glucose. So if it's not responding to that anymore, the glucose will start to rise.
So the insulin's kind of like a carrier system. Does it allow the glucose to go into the cell?
Yeah, it's kind of like a key to a lock, if you think about it. So insulin opens our cells so we can get that sugar from the food that we've eaten into the cells to be used for energy or stored for when we need it later. And so that's why pregnancy is one of the potential triggers of diabetes, because women naturally gain weight during pregnancy. So if they go into that pregnancy already at risk, the additional weight and the hormonal changes that they undergo might trigger diabetes in pregnancy. But they were at risk to start with.
So, I mean, sorry. I'm so interested in this because I deal with a lot of clients as well that are training, and they always suspect that they have diabetes. But I think it's quite interesting when you talk about the things that we should kind of do to, if you mention pre-diabetes, the actions that we need to take place. It almost seems as though we could all benefit from living as though we are trying to prevent diabetes. I think it's a topic that, healthy or not, it's encouraged for everybody. Or am I wrong in
No, absolutely. I often say to patients the first time we meet, I don't like the word diabetic diet, because actually what I'm asking you to do is what all of us should be doing, because if we were all doing that, there wouldn't be the 460 million people in the world with this condition. So absolutely, I agree with you. It's following a sensible, healthy lifestyle.
Well, Dr. Zane, I just want to go back when Raul asked you about the pregnancy diabetes. So, for example, I have a friend who's pregnant, no pre-diabetes leading up to her pregnancy, and now she's diabetic. What are the after effects once a mom gives birth? Does she stay diabetic or does she go into remission?
So it depends. Most women will probably go into remission, so their diabetes will no longer be present when we test them kind of a couple of weeks, 6 weeks normally after pregnancy. But if you look at long-term studies, depending on which populations you look in the world, 10 years later, between 4 and 7 out of 10 women may actually then go on to develop type 2 diabetes and need intervention lifelong. So it's an important risk factor for that lady to think about the fact that I've got to continue making these lifestyle changes to prevent myself from becoming diabetic in the future.
All right, I got you. So just to make sure, because I know everybody else at home is also wanting to understand this, type 1 diabetes, it's something we're born with, so that's genetic, right? Or can it develop later on, versus type 2, which I'm assuming would only progress later on in our life the more it impacts our lifestyle. Yes. Am I correct?
So I think that's a good way of looking at it. So type 1 diabetes is a problem where your body just stops producing insulin. And for the majority of people, this is an autoimmune condition and it's got a strong genetic background. Type 2 diabetes is useful to think about as the lifestyle form of diabetes. There are also genetic influences, because we know that this is kind of a familial condition. Multiple family members may be affected, but it is triggered by a poor lifestyle.
Okay, so is it something then that a kid could develop at a young age, or does it take quite a while?
So we used to only see this in adults, but unfortunately my pediatric colleagues are telling us, they're diagnosing type 2 diabetes because of obesity in childhood as a very, much more common entity. So it's sad to see, but that certainly is the reality.
What are some of the symptoms a parent should look out for if they suspect potentially their child might be diabetic?
So obviously in childhood, still type 1 diabetes would be the more common thing to be considering. So there the child would present with the more typical symptoms of sort of passing a lot of urine, being very thirsty and losing a lot of weight. Those kind of classic symptoms, because usually that condition happens quite quickly over a couple of weeks. So the child will be completely well and these symptoms start, and certainly that should trigger testing the blood sugar.
Doc, I can't thank you enough. I think both Zoe and I are like just absorbing all this knowledge. I think everybody at home as well, I can't thank you enough as well. I think it's important that just a take-home message is to almost just watch your lifestyle. I mean, it's something that can creep up at any point in our life, and it's not something you can just sit back on. So if anything, just continue to be consistent in a good and healthy lifestyle, and it seems like that's already one step forward and curbing the diabetic situation that we're currently in.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
All right. Well, Doc, thank you so much again, our endocrinologist, Dr. Zane Stevens, for sharing the knowledge on diabetes with us this morning. And make sure you take care of your health to reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes by managing your weight, exercising regularly, and eating a balanced and healthy diet, and by controlling your blood pressure. Now, talking about our health, we've got something about our frontline workers and how they're keeping their immune system in check. Let's see it out.
A healthy immune system is critical in getting us through any infection, so it's important that we take the right measures to build up that immune system as well as maintain it using the right methods. We're now going to chat to pharmacist Jackie Mayman about the methods that our frontline workers use to protect themselves and how we can protect ourselves from viruses and infections. What an important topic right now. Jackie, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. It's wonderful to be back here again.
What methods do frontline workers use to protect themselves and maintain a healthy immune system? Because that really should pave the way for the rest of us.
So I think important to remember that infection involves 3 steps. So firstly, there's the source agent. So it's the germ, the virus, the bacteria. The second thing is the transmission, so how it gets to you. And viruses and bacteria can't travel by themselves. They rely on people, equipment, environment. And then the last thing is the person itself. So it's your immune system and what you do to block the virus or bacteria from getting into your system. So as healthcare workers, the first thing we need to do is to look after our environment. So you will see in hospitals, you're continually cleaning surfaces, using disinfectants. If somebody comes into the room, they wash their hands. Doctors wear gloves. We use personal protective equipment. So in an operating theatre, we'll wear a mask, goggles, gown, surgical gloves. So it's all these measures to, 1, stop the transmission, 2, kill the source, so kill the virus or the bacteria, and then 3, in the chance that that virus has got to you, to try and prevent it getting into your eyes, nose, mouth. And that's the personal protective equipment. And that's basically what healthcare professionals do to try and prevent infection.
I need to ask you, what advice do you have for me and anyone else there looking to boost a weak immune system? Because I kind of feel like I'm compromised.
So I think, the main things that we need to do is really to look after our immune system. So we need to sleep enough. We need to try and reduce our stress. So when we are aware that we're becoming very stressed, take some time out, rest, relax. We need to eat properly, make sure we've got our immune boosting fruits and veg every single day, not drink too much, and don't smoke. And then, of course, the one that's always a bit of a challenge, especially for me, is to get out and do some exercise, even if it is just a walk. Now, and so the last bit of the wall of prevention would be to take some sort of immune protector or immune booster. And what this does is it puts that extra layer of protection for your immune system. Because as I've already said, your immune system is your last barrier of defense.
Oh, thank you so much. Over and above just giving our bodies, which do amazing work anyway, the shot in the arm to make sure that they can do that last line of defense. As you say, they can fight that battle. There are so many measures that each and every one of us, not just frontline workers, can put into place. So thank you so much for highlighting some absolute gems for me today. Hopefully the next time I see you, I'll be feeling like I have the most powerful immune system in the country. Thank you for that.
Wonderful. Absolute pleasure. Always great chatting to you.
So here's the good news. Immuenza is giving away some amazing experiences up to the value of 5,000 Rand each. I'm talking about skydiving, personalized food experiences with your own private chef, advanced driving, even shark cage diving. Talk about getting rid of the stress. All you have to do is reply to the Immuenza competition post on the Expresso Facebook page or our Twitter page. Easy to find it. And tell us why it's important your immune system is always strong. And then make sure to use the hashtag Immuenza. That competition is going to close tonight at midnight, but you can find all the terms and conditions on our website, expressoshow.com. Go and get on it right now. Good luck and stay healthy.
Looking for immune support? Remain at your peak all year round with Immuenza.
Tonight at 7:30 on The Insider SA, it's all about family. Join us as we visit a family-run lifestyle farm offering unique accommodation and escape to a boutique game lodge with actress Kanye Mbao, her niece Katlego, and daughter Kans. That's The Insider SA, tonight at 7:30. Repeat Saturday night at 8, only on SABC3.
you smooth or not smooth? Buy Tropica. Flip the cap. If you find smooth, you stand a chance to win smooth prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Welcome back, everybody, to your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. Now, Zoe, and everybody at home, smooth or not smooth has really become part of our everyday lingo. For example, you know, when a friend does something awesome or someone sends me a cool song, I usually respond with smooth.
No, but you know what? There are also some times where you just want to say, you know what, that is not smooth. And, you know, especially like being stuck in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
That's not
smooth. I hate those days. Now, we can actually use smooth or not smooth stickers to respond on WhatsApp. Tropica picked up this trend and launched the smooth and not smooth stickers, and this is how you can get the WhatsApp stickers.
Okay, so first up, the first step you need to do is download the Sticker Maker app on App Store or your Google Play Store, and then the next step is to follow the link to the hashtag Tropica stickers on our Facebook and Instagram, and which you can then find the Tropica and Expresso pages, then download those stickers to your phone. And the third step is you open the Sticker Maker open the app and you add the hashtag Tropica stickers, and the fourth step for you is to click add to WhatsApp so that you can start chatting and include smooth or not smooth when you have a really cool conversation.
Oh, it's as easy as that. You'll have smooth and not smooth stickers to use as replies in your WhatsApp chat. I'm going to have so much fun with these stickers. In fact, I'm going to download right now, and you can too by following the link and instructions on the Facebook post.
That's right. And a reason to use the smooth sticker right now is the reaction to this week's weekly grand prize. So this week on Friday, 2 Tropica consumers who bought Tropica and entered, they stand a chance to be called and to flip a cap for a smooth washing machine. Now, this is what the smooth looks like that they need to look out for, but what you need to do is buy any Tropica promotional pack with a red cap. You flip the cap, and if you find smooth underneath the cap, you stand a chance of winning. If you don't find smooth, then you keep flipping the caps until you do.
And once you find smooth, then follow the details on the pack to stand a chance of winning smooth instant prizes.
There we go. See, I'm having so much fun with this. You're having too much fun on Friday. Plus, you also stand a chance to go into the draw to win weekly grand prizes right here on Expresso every Friday by flipping the cap on our wall until you find smooth.
And just a reminder as well, this Friday you will be flipping the caps for a washing machine, a brand one everyone needs it. So go on and get your Tropica to enter. Now, the more Tropica you buy and find smooth, the more chances to win. And remember, those T's and C's do apply and can be found on tropica.co.za. We could be calling you on Friday.
And you know what is smooth?
What is smooth?
Some prawn spring rolls.
Oh, yeah, that is smooth. Yeah. Definitely smooth.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Definitely smooth indeed. But Zoe, I do think that you need some, a little bit more work on that flipping scenario, but we'll get you to it, of course. Now, of course, the reason why we're all dressed up in summer and looking like an absolute vibe is that we've got something fresh. It's healthy and it's a summer vibe that's all about entertaining. So you got to look no further as we dish out some delicious inspiration today. And of course, my beautiful esteemed colleague Teresa is about to show off a refreshing Clover summer prawn spring roll. And the recipe is with a fresh milk dipping sauce that is definitely set to impress. So thanks to Triple Protect from Clover's Fresh Milk. Teresa, I'm so excited for this one.
Isn't it beautiful? I love that you can see through the rice paper wrapper and see all the colours of the veggies.
It's rice paper, you said, right?
Yeah.
It's not, it looks like baking paper. It's the weirdest thing. So this is edible, just to make sure.
Is.
Okay.
Well, just to show you, when you buy it, it'll be like this. So it's quite firm. And then what you do is you soak it in a little bit of water. Just pop it in, and then once you've done that for a couple of seconds, it'll be soft and pliable like that.
Oh, wow.
So then you can use it to roll your spring rolls. Okay, so basically how to do this, I'm going to start with some prawns, and these are cooked. So that's going to be our base. We're going to put some coriander on top.
Okay.
And then you're just going to layer it with your vegetables. So we've got quite a selection here.
So this is where you can obviously get creative and do your own thing.
Absolutely.
Stick to your little flavor, variety and option, I guess.
Exactly. And also a great way to use up leftovers in the fridge. If you've got bits and pieces, put them in a spring roll.
I must just say, and maybe let me ask you this question first. With regards to the wrap itself, you're saying it's a rice wrap. So it's is it made from rice?
It's made with rice flour. So it's gluten-free.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got gluten gluten-free wrap, well, a rice paper wrap, and then by look of the ingredients, it's all fresh. It's all kind of raw, so it's alive. It hasn't been cooked or killed of any of its nutrition. So this is something that's really, really healthy. This is perfect for our Tuesday edition of the show.
Absolutely. So I've added some cabbage, some red pepper, some cucumber and some carrot. But as I said, you can mix it up. You roll it up and then you can finish it off with some sesame seeds.
Ooh, I like that.
And it's just absolutely beautiful. And we're going to be doing a dipping sauce to go with it.
Okay.
If you'd like to try one, you can, if you're brave
While
enough.
you do the sauce, that looked like fun. Now let me get creative, so I can just pull it out of here and start with.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, all
If
right.
it's soft and pliable, then you're good to go.
I think it is, so let's try it out.
Okay, so over here I've got
Looks so
some
weird.
flour.
Reminds me of, have you ever seen one of those like face masks at the guy? I'm not going to put it on my face, but have you ever
Well, I wonder what effect rice would have. We can maybe try it.
You should try it, a little beauty
Cut out
edition.
some little eye holes.
Can have a gluten-free face while you're at it.
Okay, so
what are you busy with on the sauce over there? That looks very weird.
I know, but it's going to be good.
Is that correct?
This
you
is-
haven't made a mistake.
No, I know what I'm doing. So we've got some flour and some Thai red curry paste, which I'm
Okay.
just mixing together. And then I'm going to add our Clover fresh milk, so about half a cup.
Okay.
And this you're actually going to put on the heat, just to warm it up, and it'll thicken slightly.
I love the fact you're using clover there, especially the fact that it's obviously got that triple protect, which ensures you get superior quality with every liter of clover fresh milk, which is undergoing a double purification and as well as 80 quality tests. Now, it's a special cooling technology that they're also using to ensure that it's kept the right temperature, and it is ultra clean packaging that locks in that freshness. Now, I think this is absolutely the perfect addition. So it's thanks to triple protect that clover fresh milk stays fresh for longer and up to 18 days. So
That's
we can
amazing.
get cooking for like 2 weeks or more
Brilliant.
with this. And now
I love it.
the recipe's packed with all sorts of freshness, nutrients, and of course vitamins, whilst ticking all the flavor boxes, which is perfect for a healthy appetizer, a light dinner, or a lunch, which I don't know what I'll choose. I'll eat this all day, to be very honest with you. Let me carry on with mine here, though.
So once
How's the
you've
sauce
heated
going?
that, so you heat it, you take it off the heat, then I've seasoned with some salt and pepper, and then we're adding some beautiful ingredients, some soy sauce, some fish sauce.
Ooh, now I
bit of
see that fish sauce that we used yesterday in the show with Clem as well really brings that like authentic, I'd say like Thai island experience.
absolutely.
So I'm like such a big fan of this at the moment,
Yeah.
realizing what it actually does to a dish.
And you just need a touch. It's, lovely.
Okay.
Some lime juice and some ginger.
And while you're there, Teresa, I think I've made a double.
Oh, that's
a double
quite a
roll.
large-
I've upsized this one because Jamie and I had quite a workout session early on the couch.
Well, then you've earned it,
I think we definitely earned it, but I have not earned
Wow.
the ability to wrap this properly. But it looks good from that
And
side.
then,
Cameramen only get that good
just
side.
Just do some sesame seeds and it'll look fine. Yeah.
All right.
And that's our sauce. So you're going to serve this. There we go. I mean, perfect. Our sauce is ready. So you're going to serve this on the side.
Okay.
Dip it in and enjoy.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
I have to try this out. So, have you made a sauce earlier? Is this one edible?
This is one-
it just
yes.
for show?
Yeah, no,
All
no,
right.
you can
Let
eat
me
that
try be the proof in my own pudding
You're gonna
while
eat
I
your one.
firstly try see if this can stay together, and then go for a dip, because like they say, the proof is in the al dente sauce pudding.
And they just
All right.
look beautiful.
Brace me, guys.
There we go. Hear the crunch. Yum. That's a good lunch right there.
Wow. Sorry for speaking with my mouth full, but I think I took too much of a big bite, but fresh, crunchy. I'm tasting the fish sauce, which is making it
taste the flavors.
making it just absolutely authentic. I feel like I've just been on a VIP trip all the way overseas, and I've arrived. Thank you so much, Teresa.
Pleasure.
Of course, guys, check it out. We've got a recipe recap. If you missed any of this inspiration or how to get this Thai infusion going, check it out right now.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We chose some of the world's rarest local coffee crafts and refined them to create 5 distinct new tastes. After all, we are the choices we make.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here on SABC3. If you have just joined us, well, you are just in time for the perfect cup of coffee. The festive season is just around the corner, and Expresso have launched their limited edition festive coffees. Now, the inspiration comes from the Italian approach to life, living the good life, full of pleasure and indulgence.
And complete indulgence at that. There are 3 coffees in this limited edition festive range. Haven't gotten through all of them myself, but we're going to be trying out first today the Il Caffè, a high-intensity coffee which is perfect to get the day going in the morning, a great kickstart in terms of its flavor profile. And that's what we're going to be tasting today, but they've also got the Amaretti flavor, which I know you've tasted.
Yes, I've already tasted at home.
And then the Di Nisuela flavor, which we will try in our upcoming weeks as we build towards our own festive joy.
Yes,
but I thought we'll make the Il Caffè this morning. It's quite intense.
It is.
So I think we can lighten the mood with a bit of we can add a bit of milk, maybe go for a cappuccino.
Yes, I've mentioned many times here on the show that I am a medium intensity kind of person. So from your 4 to your 6, anything above from that, I'm going to need you to add a little bit of milk.
Just a little
So cappuccino for me, please, G.
A cappuccino it is. It's as simple as just pressing the button.
Delicious. Now, Nespresso is big on sustainability. They are so serious about it. And one of the ways in which they do achieve this, in which they contribute to a more sustainable future through recycling used capsules. There are 2 recycling facilities in South Africa that recycles both the used aluminium capsules and the coffee grinds. Now, the recycled aluminium is reused to create more capsules and other second life items, while the coffee grounds can be used for farming as a fertilizer.
I love that. So nothing gets wasted. We've even seen some beautiful artworks being created. But this is the little recycling bag that you get given when you buy your pods.
It's so cute.
And they can also deliver it if you're going to order online, and they can pick it up as well. And the nice thing is you can take it to any of your boutiques, your Nespresso boutiques as well. And inside there's your Cafe?
My cup of coffee.
Cafe.
Thank you. May I please have some sugar? There's sugar there on the side, G.
Just for you, sweetheart, and a spoon. There we
Love
go.
it.
Very, very
Thank you.
cute. So what I'll show you is exactly how you take it out. So you just pull that out, and you take out your used pod, like so. Ta-da-da. Pop it into your sealable recycling bag. I've already filled 2 of these. Okay, and it's funny because it's true. It's as simple as that, and then you hand it in, or like I say, when you order online, the courier can actually pick it up and take it with you. So I'm going to try one of those as well. What is that? What is that aroma?
Already,
like?
it tastes so delicious. I'm smelling some biscuit.
I think that they've gone for a balance. They've actually got 3 coffee variants and an Arabica coming in there as well. Something sourced from Indonesia, a beautiful mist to give you that beautiful biscuity finish, which I love, which I suppose is really festive, but they've obviously gone for very aromatic blends to give you, to fill the senses with their festive season range, which I absolutely love.
There's also kind of like a velvety finish on your tongue as well, in your mouth after, you know, the first sip, which is something that I really
done this at the beginning of the show. Why didn't we do this at the beginning of the show? So absolutely love this limited edition festive coffee range. Almost Italian, just sipping it. I love that. But before I drink this up, remember that our first weekly competition closes on Thursday at midnight. So you've got to get your entries in to stand a chance of winning that Nespresso Essenza mini bundle with a festive trio wrap worth 3,000 Rand. And what you've got to do is simply tell us why you would love to own an Expresso machine, then reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter pages. Remember to include the hashtag Nespresso Expresso. And you can find the terms and conditions on our website. So I'm going to have a little bit of a taste.
Please.
Oh, that
No
smells-
sugar, no milk, not straight
mess
up.
with the purity of the coffee.
Okay,
girl.
sorry, sir. Excuse
Absolutely
me.
Beautiful. Oh, it's lovely. See, that's my flavor intensity.
I would have been like, because it's quite strong, hey?
Oh, I love it. That really is my bag, baby. Beautiful.
Cheers, G.
Cheers, love.
Oh, you better bring us some coffee.
I don't know, FOMO, yeah?
I know. Yes. Well, you know what? The one thing that 2020 has encouraged us, for all of us to rise to the occasion, and it is a little bit of a challenge, especially when it comes to staying optimistic during this time. But as an organization with a mission to propel African designers and their work to global markets, as well as to connect customers with authentic African stories, it is no wonder that AFI, that is African Fashion International, they are going above and beyond with their up-and-coming 2020 Fashion Week Joburg virtual experience.
I love that. And the front row is now open to everyone for this year's virtual experience, which will be taking place from the 12th to the 14th of November, with main shows going live on the Friday and Saturday evenings at 7:15. Now you can sign up to watch for free, absolutely free, at www.afi.events.
Oh, it's going to be a weekend of absolute magic. So witness African designers reset, reimagine, and reinvent the best in fashion.
So gorgeous. Are you walking? You're already walking the
Wait.
runway. What?
Can you see me?
Where is she, everybody?
I won't lie, Georgie, I'm loving the vibes this morning. Everyone's floral,
everyone looks
it's summer.
fresh.
All the ladies in yellow.
Fresh stuff in
Bringing in the
kitchen.
sunshine because it's grey skies forecast across the country in Namhlanje, so we just had to rock in our Woolies best.
Okay, weather lady.
I am the weather girl, by the way. Don't forget to send through your sunrise pictures. Thank you.
So you guys really didn't bring us any coffee. Wow. Now we know, right? Now we know.
But let me tell you how unbelievably good it is.
But please do, because
I'm sure you can smell it, right?
You can get a waft of that aroma, man.
Gee, what's happening at 11:30 today?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. We're going to be obviously coming back to you live at 11:30 for our midday broadcast, where we're going to be chatting to Jamal Jones, and we're going to obviously have a full half hour to delve into that, which we absolutely love. And then, of course, don't forget, a little bit later here on SABC3, The Insider is all about the family. Kanya Mbao takes us to the bush, which is going to be amazing. We're going to be looking at an amazing family-owned business, a boutique hotel experience. It's going to be incredible, as only The Insider does. That give us the inside scoop, and that's tonight at 7:30.
I can't wait for it. Guys, it's been an absolute magic Tuesday.
It really
Can't
has
thank
been,
you
man.
enough. And I think to everybody else at home, it's Tuesday, so choose, of course. So choose happiness, choose the magic inside of you and all that potential that can unfold throughout this week, of course.
I love that. Look at you.
We'll see you 11:30. Adios.
Fly me
This is
to the
really good,
moon.
guys. You don't understand that. Really good.
Spring with exciting giveaways. Look out for selected Clover products in store to stand a chance to win. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.